They came for the undocumented, or so everyone thought. At first, the raids were small, a house here, a trailer there. ICE vans rolled through the streets of East Los Angeles, like white coffins on wheels. Silent and slow, their lights dimmed. People hid in closets, in basements, in churches that swore sanctuary still meant something. But something was off. The agents never brought anyone to court. No phone calls, no lawyers. Families vanished into thin air. Carmen Vega had seen it with her own eyes. Her neighbor, Don Luis, was taken 3 nights ago. She'd watched from her window as agents in dark tactical gear dragged the old man out of his home. But it wasn't the way they handled him that haunted her. It was the sound. That low hiss. The one that came from inside the van when they opened the door. Now, each night, Carmen stayed awake, clutching her rosary, waiting for the rumble of engines. Then, one evening, she saw the van again. This time, it stopped at the house across the street. She peeked through her blinds, phone camera trembling in her hand. 4 agents stepped out. No badges, no names, just black uniforms and those strange, mirrored goggles. They moved fast. The door broke in 2 kicks. Screams followed. But as Carmen zoomed in, she caught a glimpse of something behind one of the men. A pale figure, tall and gaunt, wearing no gear at all. Its eyes glowing faintly red. Its mouth moving like it was whispering prayers backwards. And then she saw it. The teeth. By morning, the neighborhood was empty. Carmen drove to the community center for answers, but the volunteers were already gone too. Flyers covered the walls. Know your rights. Immigrants are human. Someone had scrawled something new over them in dripping black ink. We feed in silence. That night, Carmen decided she wouldn't wait. She took her cousin's truck and followed one of the vans. It headed east, out past the city limits, to a decommissioned detention facility near the desert. She parked behind a dune and crept closer. The guards didn't speak English. They didn't speak at all. Inside, she saw rows of cages, but not full of detainees. Each cell had a single cot, blood-stained sheets, and metal restraints. Some cells had only a single drip of red drying on the wall. Then she saw Don Luis, or what was left of him. He stood in the corner, eyes empty, skin drained of all color. When she whispered his name, he turned. Too fast, too strong, and grinned. "Carmen," he rasped, his tongue clicking like dry bone. "They promised us citizenship." The lights flickered. Doors slammed open. She ducked under a table as 2 agents entered, except they weren't wearing their masks anymore. Their faces were corpse white, veins black as tar. One of them sniffed the air. "She's here," he murmured. "The scent of faith burns." Carmen ran. She crashed through the back exit, sprinting through the sand as spotlights cut across the desert. Behind her, she heard the flutter, not of footsteps, but wings. Hours later, she made it to a small roadside diner and called a journalist she trusted. A woman named Mia Reyes, who'd been covering disappearances for weeks. Mia arrived before dawn, recorder in hand. "You're saying ICE is run by vampires?" Mia asked skeptically. Carmen nodded, trembling. "They're not deporting people. They're harvesting them. Every van that leaves never comes back the same." Mia promised to help. She took photos of the scars on Carmen's arms, the bite on her neck, the blood under her nails. Then she left to verify the story. Carmen waited all day. The sun rose, then set again. No call, no visit, until at midnight, her phone rang. Mia's voice came through the speaker, weak, shaky. "They found me, Carmen. You were right. They're not human." And then another voice came on the line. Slow, smooth, ancient. "Gracias, Carmen, for helping us find the last one who still believes." The next morning, ICE held a press conference. They said the raids had ended successfully and that public safety was restored. They even displayed a new banner behind the podium. Operation Dawnlight, for a stronger America. A few journalists noticed a strange symbol in the logo. A pair of crossed stakes over a sun rising behind a fang-shaped arc. No one saw Mia again. No one saw Carmen either. But if you drive through the East Los Angeles desert at night, you might spot the white van still rolling, empty windows staring into the dark. And sometimes, when the wind dies, you'll hear the hiss of brakes and the faint whisper of 1,000 voices praying in Spanish, asking for their names to be remembered. Because the deportations never stopped. Only the paperwork did.